Hey everybody, it's me, Monster Matt 345 here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing something completely different. It's still an energy drink. It's still not too far away, from my usual kind of fare, but it's something that I've never seen before, and it really piqued my interest, to be honest with you. I just happened to stumble upon it whenever I was shopping in a bargain. I can't even remember what store it was. It was a wee while ago. It was a bargain retail store, and it caught my attention. I was like, yep, that's going to be another one for the channel. So I seen this drink, and it is very unusual looking. It is called Xyber. Big massive X on it. I have never seen it before in my life, but whenever I seen it, it was only 89 pence. There was another, this one's called Xyber Red Energy, Cherry and Raspberry. The other one that I seen and I didn't buy, it didn't sound like my kind of thing, and I've already reviewed a lot of mango energy drinks. It was something like orange and mango. It didn't really call out to me like cherry and raspberry did because it's such a strange mix of flavors. So it was something I'd never seen before, and I thought, you know what? I will decide to give this a try. And literally, just as I'm saying this, I'm reading it, I'm seeing that it's by Barr, which is the brand that does Irn Bru. That's their most famous brand by far. Everybody's talking about the COP26 summit over in Glasgow and all these world leaders trying out Irn Bru for the very first time. And it's by Barr, the people that make Irn Bru. They also do a couple of other drinks. There's a Scottish company. So I guess this is like kind of, Xyber is almost the first real Scottish energy drink. It's a real attempt by Scotland to kind of cash in on the same market. Obviously, it's not actually AG Bar or Scotland's first energy drink because they did the Irn Bru energy drink not long ago, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. I kind of wish I could try it. I think it's discontinued already. So I mean, it's probably just their attempt of doing energy drinks, and I think I'm going to give it a little try. It's my godfather's 60th birthday, so that's why I'm wearing a kind of like a nicer shirt than usual. I'm literally just waiting for him and my parents to come back from being out at a nice birthday dinner, and then I'm going to kind of celebrate his birthday with him a wee bit. So in case you're wondering why I'm dressed in this kind of like almost going outy look, I want to look presentable for seeing somebody on their 60th birthday. So yes, Xyber kind of sounds like cyber. I'm sure that's what they were looking for. It sounds futuristic. The X makes it look mysterious. Cherry and raspberry, it's something I've never had before. And it doesn't skimp on the sugar here. There's what? 22 grams of sugar in it. So there is a lot of sugar in it. But I think, especially whenever it comes to new drinks, it's different with a brand name like Monster or Bang or Rain or anything else like that, where if it's a known company and it's good quality, that you're going to get really good flavors with their sugar-free drinks. But I think for brands you don't know and you've never heard of before, sugary is the way to go, especially with cherry and raspberry. So look, I'm going to open this one up here. Hopefully it'll be a cherry bomb. Obviously I tried Lucozade Cherry Blast recently and it wasn't the nicest drink in the world. I haven't drank it since, and that usually kind of confirms to me that whenever I say an energy drink's kind of in the middle of the road is in terms of drinks. That's why I'm kind of usually not super I lost my train of thought there. My goodness, I can't remember what on earth I was. Oh yes, I was gonna say I tried Lucasade's cherry flavor. So it's not the first cherry flavored energy drink that I've had recently. It's not the first cherry flavored energy drink by like a major brand, because Monster had Ultra Black Cherry, the Lucozade obviously as well. But cherry and raspberry combined, it's something different. They're mixing two distinct sounding different flavors, and I think it's going to be really good. So I'll crack this open here. Like I say, I'm really glad that it is sugary, because obviously, like I say, my family are coming around. It's been a long week in work. I've done about 50 hours on my job this week, including 2 night shifts, so I'm a bit like right now, so I really could do with a pep up. So let's see what Xyber does here. Let us give Xyber a try. Okay, so first things first, it has a very deep smell to it. Kind of smells a bit like Vimto for somebody who doesn't have Vimto very often, which is me, but kind of knows what it's like. It has a very Vimto-y smell to me. So it's just so strong and all-encompassing, and I suppose with it being sugary, with it being cherry and raspberry, it will have a bit of a punch. So let's just give it a try. Mmm. Wow. Okay, all the good stuff's just gone. It's very sour. My first taste there was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is really, really nice. It's nice and sweet. It's sugary. You can really taste that raspberry and cherry flavour coming through. But then it kind of tailed off a bit with a sour taste at the end. Look, some people love sour energy drinks as well. I'm not saying that's the worst thing in the world. I know there's even like Sour Patch Kids energy drinks out now in America. For me, I prefer things to be sweet or for them to have that tone that's in the middle. So the sourness, the bitterness, it kind of does spoil it just a tiny bit for me. But wow, there's still this lovely cherry flavour going through my taste buds. And to be quite honest, without disparaging anybody, the cherry in this tastes so much more fuller and delicious and rounded than the Lucozade did. It tastes more, I want to say authentic, but maybe it's more the opposite way, where it's quite sugary, you know. But yeah, Xyber is really decent. I think it's hard to give it a negative rating at all. It does, the sourness is there. The sourness is something I think you'll have to get used to with this drink, and to be honest, if you don't like sour things, you won't like Xyber, because I'm not particularly fond of sour things, and it's spoiled it for me just a wee tiny bit. But look, that's a hard one to say, because the flavour is genuinely so nice, but the bitterness just takes it down a wee notch. So I think, you know, it might put me off buying Xyber again, but first impressions of it, without taking the sourness into account, it's a very full-bodied, full-flavoured, sugary drink, and it's giving me such a nice buzz right now as well. I feel almost excited for all the people coming around later. Usually people and social situations kind of brings me down just a tad, and by tad I mean almost all the way down to earth. But look, I'm going to leave it at that today, guys. I'm going to give this a 3.75 out of 5. And I hope you're all keeping okay and looking after yourselves. So thank you very much for checking out this video today. Xyber, 4 out of 5, or 3.75 out of, no, 3.5 out of 5. And that's my final rating. I'm very decisive. I set out, you know, ever since the start, I set out saying I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5 rating. And that's exactly what I stuck to. No, I'm only kind of messing around and being unfunny as usual. I don't mean that. I'm just thinking about the party and thinking about what rating to give this, and I think I'm going to give it something bang in the middle. So look, this has been Monster Map 345. Thank you very much for checking me out, and I hope you're all keeping okay and that you're looking after yourselves. And you know, we're moving into Christmas now and the festive time of the year, and it's such a nice time of year. I always love Christmas, even if in my job I get bombarded with it very early on, and it kind of dulls the magic for me a wee bit. But I mean, there was a child in work the other day, and I was saying to her about, like, asking what Santa was going to get her, and saying about how she you know, like, we were saying about how you have to be good whenever Santa's coming up to being around, and you can't give your mum too much hassle because you're blowing Christmas now then, and kind of hiding gifts away from kids and stuff like that. And it's such a nice vibe, to be honest with you, and I really do enjoy Christmas, and I think it always helps people's mental health. And let's be honest, with life in the last couple of years, we really need a boost in our mental health, and we do need to think about ourselves. So look, we'll leave it at that. Like I say, I hope you're all keeping okay. I hope you're getting into the festive period, and I hope these dark nights aren't bringing you down a wee notch, because they almost always do bring me down just a tad. To be quite honest with you, I get a lot more depressed. I kind of have to take a lot of vitamins. I have to keep remembering to take my antidepressants. I have to kind of watch what I eat, because dark nights and winter time and all the issues in the world right now, and sometimes, depression that's on the faces of my customers and on my friends, it can bring me down to earth a wee bit, and it's one of those things, isn't it? But look, I'm gonna give this drink a 3.5 out of 5 because I think that's why I was kind of getting confused there about my rating. I think it's just, there's so much niceness to it, but bitterness isn't for me. If it is for people, if you love sour drinks, then this actually could be absolutely massive because it's got so much flavour to it. It's got so much different to it in how it tastes and in the mouthfeel it leaves behind you, that I think this drink has a lot of potential. But I'm not sure if it's for me. It's hard to say, but I don't think it's for me. But listen, anyway, guys, I'm going to go here. I'm going to get ready for this party because I got a long working week ahead of me after tonight. And I just want to kind of take it easy, So thank you very much for checking out my review today. And I will speak to you all again after a while. Hopefully, I'm just glad I get the check-in still, because I know sometimes I'm back and forwards at my boyfriend's house and working and all this here, and I like checking in with everybody. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all again soon, okay? And take care. And yes, I am doing Movember, and this is now 14 days in, and this is all I have. So, and to be honest with you, growing facial hair has never been my forte. Okay, thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you all again soon.